Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody out there on Twitch and YouTube. As usual, regardless of where you are in the world or what time of day it is for you, I truly hope you're doing exceptionally well. Thank you again for taking time out of your day to be here. I know I start every stream like this. I'm very self-aware of this, but there is a reason for it. I know it's redundant, but I don't care. I really do appreciate the time you guys spend here, man. It's not something that I take for granted, nor do I take it lightly. Time is the most valuable asset that any of us have in this life, because you can't go make more of it. Go make more money. You can go buy more stuff, but you can't make more time. And you can't buy more time. That's not, it's just life. It's literally how it goes. So, anyway, keeping an eye on something real quick here. Sorry, I don't mean to be distracted, but no, yeah, nothing important. We're good. So, if you are here and you're on YouTube, do me a favor and hit the like button. I'll wait. No, I'm kidding. No, seriously, hit the like button, though. It does help a lot, and I don't say it enough. So, are we top 500 yet? No, why would we still be calling it the Journey to Top 500 if we were? Respectfully, of course. No, we got a ways to go for that, man. And that's okay. I still have to learn the new system, too. Like, that's how it goes. Envy, as much as I'm sure it's probably just a troll comment, because I mean Diamond. I don't really see an esports team actually picking up a Diamond player, but I appreciate the offer. I'm really not interested. I don't have the time for it right now. It's not something that I have the time for. So now, if there's a team that actually wants me and they got a salary, we could talk. But I know better than to think I'm going to get paid in Diamond. But I do appreciate the offer genuinely. If it was real, I appreciate it. But I'm gonna have to move forward from it. So, plan for today is to continue to focus on target priority, just like we were yesterday. We did a couple of, we did, I think, one review yesterday. I don't think we did two. I think we just did one. And I wanted to, review it yesterday, and we did, and I saw a couple of really egregious mistakes in target priority. I also was watching back some of my gameplay yesterday and noticed I was still playing so passively, and it's a really nasty habit. It's a really, really nasty habit, and I kept backing out way too early. I kept, it was really bad. So, I'm hoping that today I can kind of, between working on target priority, I can kind of mix in a little bit of okay, my target priority looks good, but did I back out too early? Did I go forward too far? Because that's kind of the other part of what I'm working on, kind of secondarily. So, what's up, Dakota? Good morning. I do appreciate the offer of coaching, but I do have, I work with Rank Up Academy. I know that not everybody agrees with Awkward and all that, but I can't argue with the results. And the simplicity of the coaching really works for me, but I really appreciate it. Do I know how to destroy bad habits? With time and consistency. That's it. But listen, man, if you guys are here for the first time, I want to get into the games early today. I'm ready to hit the cues, but as usual, before I ever talk about any of that crap, there are things that are way more important in this life than video games or anything like that. This community believes in many different things, many different walks of life, many different ideologies, political beliefs, etc. But our core belief is that life is difficult. Don't do it alone. It's pretty simple. And I really believe that anybody that is a decent human being will agree with that. Regardless of differences of opinion, that life is way too difficult to go through alone. My personal encouragement that goes beyond that are three things: find Christ, find friendship, and find community, in that order, so that when life hits the fan, you can pray to an infinite God who loved you enough to send his son to die for you, effectively bridging the gap between us and him that our behavior created. And the second piece is friendship. Friendship's there when you need that one-on-one connection to help anchor you into reality because things are starting to spin out of control. Maybe you just went through a rough breakup. Those friendships, those one-on-one convos can save your life because it gets really, really, really difficult to deal with those things emotionally and mentally alone. And the final piece is community. Community, to me, shines the brightest, particularly in the online space, when you find out someone in your community has a need. Maybe they've lost their job. Maybe they're they have a job. They burned their emergency fund because food's freaking expensive right now. Maybe they're going through it and they just need a little bit of help practically. Some financial means. Or maybe a grocery order so they have food on the table, right? The community can come together and rally and take care of those people way more easily than that one person could do it for themselves, even if they work excessive hours. I have been through those seasons in my life where I'm working 80 hours a week, barely making it, and somebody in my group, my circle, I go to church personally, someone catches wind of it at the church, they're like, hey, can we get you some food? Do we need to pay an electric bill? What do you need? And those little helps can be a massive change. So if any of those things are interesting to you at all, jump in our Discord. It's completely free financially. It costs you nothing, but it costs you a little bit of time. In return for that time, you have the opportunity to talk about faith, politics, and other ideologies, and be exposed to things you may not fully agree with, but to do so in a constructive and healthy way. By default, when you join our server, you're opted out of that. You have to choose to opt in. That's up to you. There's no shame on you if you choose to opt out of it and stay opted out. No shame on that. Because you still have the opportunity to find friendships, and by default, you are part of a community. And I really want to encourage you that you want to be part of a community before you go through something. Because the people that join a community right when they're going through something and ask for help immediately, it's a very off-putting. It's not that no one would help you, but if you're already part of a community, you've been in it for a while, and then you're like, dude, guys, I know we've been talking for a while, but I just went through this thing. Can anybody help out? That's going to come across a lot better. So I just want to encourage you, jump in Discord, please. And again, it doesn't benefit me in any way. My goal for that Discord server is for it to benefit others. I'm not always perfect at it. We're still learning, as with everything in my life, but I think it's worth doing. The other thing I do at the beginning of my streams is I do choose to pray for you guys and for myself. If it's not your cup of tea, if prayer makes you uncomfortable, or maybe you just think that it's just completely illegitimate, please understand. I respect you. We don't have to agree on this. It is totally okay. Come back in like 3 minutes. I'll be wrapped up for sure inside of 3 minutes, and I'll be getting into the games, and that may be very much just what you're here for. So, if you'll do that, I'd appreciate it. Let's get to it. God, thank you for today. Thank you for every person here who's hanging out, regardless of their personal beliefs or ideologies, or whether they even believe you exist. I do pray for those that don't know you, the unbeliever that's here right now that completely has no interest in you. I pray you draw them to yourself. Use me as a vessel for that purpose, God. Help me to be available to point people to you, and I pray that my actions and words would do the same. I'm not always perfect, and I never claim to be, but I pray that overall, my life would reflect you into the world around me. Empty me of the things that will not reflect your light and love, and fill my heart with more of the things that will. And in my weakness, make your strength perfect. Help me to have a clear mind today. There's a lot of things going on that I'm juggling behind the scenes that has nothing to do with content. And I'm asking you, God, would you help me to have a clear mind, focus only on what I'm trying to do today, and that we'd see progress. In Jesus' name, amen. I never really know what to call you. I'm going to call you tight. But of course I've listened to that song, Fanatic. Why? It's a very odd question. Morning, Corpse. Good to see you. What's up, Lucy? Thanks, Artix. I appreciate it. Lord, please give me hands. True. True. Yeah, Josh Turner's especially as like a lower voice person, I do really like his stuff. I'm waiting to get the premium battle pass here. So the battle pass costs what, 1,000? We get 200 free. And then at level 49, we'll get another 200 free. Okay. And then I can just buy it and I get all this stuff. We're good. Do I watch Piers Morgan? I can't say that I do. I mean, I know his clips exist, but I can't say that I watch them, no. Master THC, good morning. Yeah, Envy, I appreciate it. I really do. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or ungrateful, but what's working for me is with Rank Up Academy, and I'm hesitant to change that. So I appreciate it though. That's fair, Upriser. That's fair. Morning, Valence. Much appreciated, Envy. Oh. Do I get a discount on it? No, I pay for it full price. When's the next Patreon games? So we just did one last Saturday, so it'll be not this upcoming Saturday, but the following Saturday. So I don't know what the date is. The 20th, I think. So, is Vendetta really that strong? I keep seeing people like hard ban her. Is she really, really strong? And I've only ever played maybe 1 or 2 games with her in comp at this point. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, if you choose to, it's something that I really do appreciate for sure. I will say this, I'm considering making the YouTube memberships at the $5 tier and the Twitch subs count the same as a $5 thing on Patreon, despite the fact that I get less for it. I'm considering it, so we'll see.
I'm here to support you, but you have to put in the work.
Thanks, Blue Dot. Yeah, I didn't really feel like she was as overpowered as people are making her seem, but that's okay. But she's banned in this game, so it is what it is. No Sombra or Wrecking Ball or Murky. Yeah, Freya I still think is very strong. I would agree with that. That's a problem. Thought I was gonna get pinned in there. Yeah, unfortunate. I was trying to dodge too many things. When he pinned in there, they had really good angles. This Widow's kind of popping off, huh? She already has ult? Holy cow. I have full HP. Yo, what is happening? Probably got Shatter. This Widow is just hard carrying their game for them. Holy cow. No, it's literally just their Widow's just deadlifting right now. Okay. Oh. Holy crap. Uh-oh. Don't have a bubble up yet. I should have just chased him. Crap, I went in for the mini. Crap. Good play, Reaper. I'm gonna look back over this Widow. That is some crazy shots this Widow's hitting. That's crazy. Maybe she's just got god tier aim. I don't think she's cheating, by the way. I want to make sure I'm clear on that. I just want to see what the heck she's getting that I... I'm cooked. Hey. Oh man. Juno ult. Juno ult. Juno ult. Juno ult. Please, I beg. We have 2 ultimates. Use one. Very important that our Juno stays alive here. Guys, I am not saying this Widow's cheating. Perfect. Staying OS. They have sights. Wait, what? How did he not die? I thought he just used Wraith. Yeah, I want to see that Widow. That is wild. What's up, Yanni? Yeah, but the right click, Wu Yang doesn't have enough burst healing to save a right click at point blank like that. So I'm wondering if he just happened to have Wraith or something. She wasn't cheating, but that's like crazy. And then I want to make sure I'm clear. I have not accused this person of cheating. I very clearly said that from the beginning. I don't think she's cheating. I'm just trying to figure out how she's hitting these crazy shots.
It's time to spin my wheel. It's time to spin my wheel. Stay near my pylon.
No, I'm not gonna report her for cheating. I don't think she's cheating, chat. That'd be stupid.
What's your... No one can hide from my sight.
Yeah, she's definitely not cheating. She had a couple of pop-off moments, but she's not a great Widow player. Yeah, a lot of people just moving in straight lines, yeah. Guys, okay, pause. All of you guys talking about cheating, I have not said she's cheating once. Like, I really want to make sure I'm real clear. I have not said she's cheating once, but a lot of you guys are going, yeah, she doesn't look like she's cheating. I never said she was cheating. I'm just saying she's hitting some crazy shots. That's it. And I'm just trying to figure out what... You thought I was on Widow? Yeah, no, definitely not. All right. Well, I'm going to fast forward to where that Reaper didn't die. I feel like my target priority was fine this game, by the way. There were probably moments, but... You thought that was me? Yeah, okay, chat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just like that. Yeah, I'm just like that. It was towards the end. There's Wraith used. Right here. It was the exact frame I right-clicked on him. Do you guys see that? That's crazy. He got ulted right as I right-clicked. That's so crazy. Slow it down here. Watch this. So he's low. He doesn't have Wraith. I know he doesn't have Wraith, so I'm pressuring him. He's down to 40 HP. Right there, right-click. Lifesteal with the right-clicks in the head. Got him the little bit of keeping him alive. And then he gets ulted. I did right-click melee. That's what I'm saying. Okay. At least I understand now what happened there. All right. Yeah, I mean, that game, they just had a crazy Widow player. Like, it is what it is. That was wild. I was really curious about that one kill, because the only reason I focused the Reaper there instead of the Wu Yang was because he was very killable. He only had like 35 HP. I was like, oh yeah, I can just right-click melee and then turn on the Wu Yang. Nope. Nope. Can't do that. The animation sometimes cancels, but it's there. Oh my goodness. That was a really interesting game. That Widow was wild. Just like coming out of spawn, starting the game like that was so debilitating. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, oh, we have a server admin in this game. This is gonna be fun. Show the replay from my POV for the Reaper moment? No, I'm not that worried about it. I mean, it doesn't. Cool. Yeah, nostalgia, I really appreciate it. I think you come in here pretty frequently, so you should know by now that I don't swap. That's not a thing I'm gonna do. They didn't need a swap. They needed to start using cover. I mean, it just is what it is. I'm not mad at them for it, but that's okay. So swapping, that's just, I don't do the swapping thing. That's just not, it's not my thing. If you want to check out Chill Pill, is it a song? I'm not kidding. I feel like it's that way every time. Oh, yeah. When the Widows play well, they're clearly cheating. Obviously. I mean, what other explanation is there? Looks like not swapping is working good. Yeah, it is working good. It just takes time, man. Just like anything else. Damn, man, I appreciate it, but I'm not looking to just win games. I'm looking to improve as a player, and I don't think that just swapping a hero is the best way to do that. And that is the philosophical thought behind it, and I know I'm not alone in it. There are plenty of high-ranked players who agree. So I'm not going to sit here and continue this debate with you guys. I appreciate your feedback. Probably shouldn't be up here, to be honest. I could be forward and getting charge. Because right now, they're just having all the space for free. Our Vendetta wants to go in. Yeah, I've still got a long way to walk. There are no supports anywhere near me. Okay, I got my Mercy over here now. Where's this? Where's this diva? Interesting. Okay. I should have been paying attention to the fact that our team was all the way back here. Oh, my bad. Game audio. Yep. You're right. My bad. There you go, guys. My bad. My bad. You're absolutely right. Get res. Bold res, but it worked. I gotta turn and look at my supports more, I guess. I actually just don't know what is happening here. Walk back out. Yeah, that's why I say I gotta turn and look at my supports more, because they're just getting dove. Got Reinhardt. That was a big grab. I have to give myself a little bit of credit for that. Bad bubble, though. Okay. What the heck is going on? They capped 0.8, but like at least they didn't cap it 5 minutes like it was looking like they were going to for a minute there. Holy crap, dude. This guy's master? This guy's master. Okay. Interesting. Sure, a lot of people are questioning why I'm diamond this game, though. So to be fair, that's, you know, is what it is.
Watch our flanks. They might try something.
The eye will not fail. The hand will not flinch.
It's still winnable. It is still winnable.
If we do this right, they won't even know it happened.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go ahead, do it. Back up towards the Immort. Okay, we'll just cap for free, I guess. I can't chase that. Baron Rhine. Yep. I deserve death here. I went too far forward. Come back around the corner. I went on the other side for my supports. I deserve death here. Try and play cover. Nope. Got booped around. My fault. I really thought they could do a 4v1, but my fault. Almost got another grab. All right. That was such a nice Maywall, yeah. Oh, Evan, sorry. Ignore that. Your time has like 1 second. I'll remove that word. I had to recently implement a bot to like clean up chat a little bit, but I actually don't care about that word at all. It's just a default word. Sorry, homie.
Wonderful. The planet is not going to save itself.
A champion's reward.
Oh, my Zarya ults are my Zarya ults are usually pretty questionable. Ask anybody in chat.
Glad I made enough to not have to count my bullets this time.
Appreciate it, Casey. Let's see if we get some early. Where's their tank? Okay. Can't play super aggro right now because I'm not down both cooldowns. I almost got him. We needed to drop there. I don't know why we didn't. I should have been watching for my team to do the same, but we need to drop to the point. They're just pushing point for free right now. High ground's great until it's not. Didn't get eaten. That was actually a good blizzard. Can I get there in time to save the team here? I don't have support. What am I doing? my lord. High ground is not everything it's supposed to be if you don't stop them from capturing the point, guys. Holy crap, guys. What are we doing?
Energy protocols calibrated.
No. Get down. Why are we all the way back here? What are we doing? Touch the point. Go to the point. Walk to the point. What? Why? Why were we all the way back there? Of course I'm running it down. We need to have them walk with me. It would be an ideal situation. Holy crap. They are playing very passively, and I don't know why. Yeah, I need to go through that list. I'm sorry, guys. I probably just need to clear the list completely, to be honest with you. Those of you that are getting, like, banned or like, timed out for stuff. Alright. We'll do it again, and we're going to win this game, because I'm not going to let this not work out. Testano. I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response.
I should have burned Gibraltar to the ground. Maybe I still can.
Comms have just turned out to be a really good way for the haters to say stupid crap in stream, so I can't do it now. It's very unfortunate. We're gonna play passive. Okay, let's see here. Let him stay in. He's gonna die up there. Okay, hopefully we just trying to play passively here, so we can actually walk the point. Yep. 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 Hey, look, counter swapping isn't working, guys.
I see a hostile.
This map is not bad. Hey, look at that, I'm half HP. Right over here to your left. Well, we cap, but I don't know if we aren't shooting the tank. Why are we shooting the tank? There's a Juno.
Energy protocols complete.
Yeah, we don't win this. We don't win this. Holy shit. What are we doing? I am fully tilted right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Play of the game.
What are we doing?
This ends now.
Holy crap, bro. We're back in plat, boys. We're back in plat, boys. Yeah, this has been like the experience with end and beginning of season for me for a long time. Yeah, I completely disagree with you, Noodle Hair. That's just a blanket statement that a lot of people say that is true in a general sense, but there are times where high ground is not. There is one of those times where I would agree with you, where I needed to be on high ground, but... So what I was doing there, I'll tell you what I was doing. The goal with being on the cart was... The team kept playing incredibly passively. Like, incredibly passively. And I was like, okay, well, if I start playing passively, maybe they'll play passively. This is what I'm trying to show you guys. Did I go plat 5? Oh, well, I just clicked the button, bro. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm so frustrated with that game. Good point, though. Thank you. I genuinely, like... The whole game, they were so far back. So I thought, okay, if I play a little bit forward, we go forward. And dude, that was it was like they had this like permanent, like, you know how when you force two magnets to go together on polar ends, they won't quite touch. It was like, as I moved back, they just kept going back. Like, no, don't. But that's the problem, is like, a lot of you were pointing out, like, rightfully, that I was pushing way too aggro. It's because they were so far back that the only way for me to get them to move the point at all was to go forward. So, respectfully, that advice was not good. No, you can't force your teammates to play a certain way, but you try to adapt. I'm gonna take a breather. I am fully tilted, like, and I know I am. 2 games like that was super frustrating, and I know that's not what I need to focus on. So I just need a second so that I don't stay focused on it, and then we'll go back and we'll look over my gameplay. Just a very frustrating couple of games. That's all. I don't watch content on stream at all. Just because I, like, generally speaking, I just avoid doing that because I think I can get copyright struck pretty hard. Don't try to predict with bubbles. Use them actively on the poor position. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. No, I understand what you're saying. Exterminator? Zerminator? I'm not trying to say your name. You're absolutely right. What rank do I think I could hit on Doomfist only? Believe it or not, we have that answer if you go look at my YouTube channel. That answer exists. Small breaks in between are great. 2 games that are great examples that you gotta adapt for your team, which doesn't mean swapping per se. Would be good VOD review. Yeah, for sure. If you can DM it to me, Neon, I'd appreciate it. I'll throw it in my watch later. People that are carrying games are always making active plays constantly. Yeah. Discord's probably the easiest. If you join our server, it'll make it to where you automatically get the message request, or you can just add me and I'll try and watch for it. Oh my gosh. I don't think it's the same people, but I will say it's just, like, this is beginning and end of season stuff for sure. Like, it's just, so I need to stay focused on my own improvement and not care about the losses, but it can be very difficult when you have got losses like that are like objectively just like you play really decently, and especially you have to keep in mind when I say decently, I mean in comparison to the rank that I'm in, not generally. Yeah, no, I don't smoke. It's a nasty habit, man. I have a lot of new follows today that I've missed. By the way, I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry that I've been so frustrated this morning, guys. That's on me. I came on ready to rock, and, you know, first game lost, you know, with a widow that was just server admitting. I was like, holy crap, bro. There's not much you can do against that. Then you can, you know, I can look over my target priority, sure, but, like, I feel like overall my target priority was fine. The second game, I feel like it was probably questionable. I could probably look over it, and I will. I just need a second. That's all. $66 is fun. Yeah. You know, I thought it was really interesting. Somebody, I can't remember if it was in my YouTube comments or where it was, but somebody brought up the point that, because I was really frustrated with this patch. It was so bad. Zarya needs to be nerfed. As much as I don't make her look like she needs to be nerfed. Maybe I'm the reason they didn't nerf her. They're like, yeah, we've been watching Game of Thrones stream. She does not need nerfs. She might need some buffs. And I think that I expressed some frustration on that. And somebody pointed out that, like, the reason they think that a lot of the patches in the last little while have been so awful is that they think, the theory is that whatever they're bringing into season 21 is 66. They think 66 is fully going to take over the game. I think that would be a good move by them, to be honest, over at Blizzard. I really do. Even if they're, like, I don't really care if you're a 5v5 preferred person. I just don't understand how you can think that a super tank is a good way to go. But 66 would be the better game mode for sure. A lot more fun for the tank players as well. But that might be why they aren't making any heavy balance changes. Yeah, it is for sure, Wizard. It is. Yeah, that's actually a good point too, Exterminator, for sure. They confirmed that they would never go back, no matter what. Where? Was it official somewhere? Thank you, I appreciate the comment on the shirt. 20% of the community actually touches it pretty regularly, Casey. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, Dwarston, for sure. Yeah, good luck with your games. I hope they go well for you. Have lots of fun with your friends, right? All right, guys. I'm gonna pee. We're gonna come back. We're gonna VOD review that second game, and then we're gonna get into the next. Okay? Give me like 2 minutes. I'm good. Mental reset's good. Just need to pee. All right. I do want to address a question that came in the chat that I thought was really good. I just saw your video, by the video you sent me, by the way. I will save that right now so I don't forget. I want to address something that I actually struggled with a bit as well, personally. Somebody asked, like, I'm going to actually try and read the message verbatim. Hold on. With all my respect, Gaiman, you play this game a lot without progress. Completely valid. It's a totally valid take. But I think a lot of people overestimate how much I play this game. And I think that's like the number one thing that I think people don't understand. I play this game. We can actually do the math right now. I can show you. Ants, I appreciate it. I'm not sure what you would want. Depends on what you're asking for. How many games did I get last season? I have no idea. Like, seriously, I don't think you guys understand just how few hours I play. Let me pull my camera out of the way. Okay? We'll pull everything off the screen so you guys can look at my career profile. Okay? All competitive seasons. You can actually see the number right over here. I have 906 hours in the game, which sounds like a lot until you realize I've done that over the course of 3 years. Okay? 3 years. Would be 100 and let me see here. Do the math here. 52 times 3 divided by, excuse me, 156 now, divided by 906. It's roughly 6 hours a week of gameplay. It's 6 hours a week. And you can prove that by the game. 6. I mean, it's seriously, I play 6 hours a week. Not a day. Not every other day, a week. And that's part of why I started creating content, is because I knew that in order for me to put more time into the game, I needed to produce an income from something else that would directly free up the time. Okay, I'm gonna clean up that bot real quick. There's a few words that keep just getting censored that I don't actually care about. And I like there are, and I want to make sure I'm clear. I'm not saying that the entire reason I'm hard stuck is because I have no hours. But it is definitely a very big contributor. Yeah, I appreciate it, Ants, for sure. I mean, I don't want to say anything like that unless I've seen you play the game. I'm sure that you're very good at the game, but you can DM me on Discord about it. If I can verify a few things, I'd be happy to literally like record it and send it to you. Zero hesitation. I just need to verify a few things. I've learned one too many times that the internet is not always what it seems, right? I mean, streams and YouTube is not really that stable income. Okay, so I never said stable. I said I had to make income, right? All right, everybody, buckle up. We're going to have a financial lesson for a minute because I'm so tired of hearing this. You guys need to understand something. Content creators make a crap load of money. I am small fish in the grand scheme of the internet. I am small fish, right? I'm thankful for every one of you, but I am small fish, okay? Last month, we generated almost $1,400. I put literally 20 hours a week into this. If you do the math, that's nearly $20 an hour. The month before that was about half of that. There is an inconsistency, but if any of you have worked in sales, you know how to plan for that. It's very easy. This is very simple. It's very, very simple. You understand you're going to have highs and lows. So you live below your means. I know. Shocker. You don't have debt. You have an emergency fund, and you live below your means, and you're good. What that means is if you're making, like, you know, $3K a month, we'll say, right? You need to live on $2,200 to $2,400. Now, I'm not saying that's practical or anything for everybody's situation. It's just an example, okay? By doing that, you free up income every month so that if you have a rough month, you don't even have to worry about it. If you have an emergency fund beyond that, you're good. If you don't have any debt, $2,200 to $2,400 a month, depending on where you live, becomes a lot more reasonable. So those of you that don't think you can actually make a living off of creating content, I just think it's complete ignorance. I'm going to be honest. And I don't think it's your fault. I think that, especially here in the States, this country has done a massive disservice to the youth, not teaching them about money. I had to learn several lessons the hard way, but I know them now. So that's it. I'm going to move forward from that. Yeah, my school made sure I knew about the Spanish Inquisition, but not how to balance a checkbook. I mean, no one uses checkbooks anymore, but I get what you're saying. What I am saying here is very clearly there is a balance. If I tell you, do you guys know what the mitochondria is? How many of you know? What is the mitochondria, chat? It is the what of the cell. Come on, I guarantee you guys will say it. I'm waiting for it. There's a point I'm going to make here. Just go with me. The powerhouse of the cell, the powerhouse of the cell, the powerhouse of the cell, the powerhouse. Why the heck does no one know how to do taxes? Why does nobody understand the value of compound interest? Why does nobody understand that debt is a stupid thing to put yourself in? Why does nobody understand that we have a serious crisis in the United States of debt. Piles and piles and piles and piles of consumer debt, most of which is completely unnecessary spending that didn't need to happen. Because instead we focus on these stupid things that none of us need to know for the rest of our lives. It is an Overwatch stream. Yes. Sorry, God forbid I'm not just about Overwatch. My bad. Hey, mitochondria isn't stupid, but my point is, how many of us actually use that information in a day-to-day? How many of us actually use that information? Inarguably, unless it's for memes, it's less than 1 out of 100. Guaranteed. Probably less than 1 out of 1,000. So, if we go outside of memes, yeah, for sure, I will. And I mean that genuinely, Ants. Thank you. I appreciate you being real with me. Thank you. I just think it's so crazy that people don't understand money. Because it's such a very integral part of society that they don't mandate even one course to be taught. Still, to this day. And I just think that's pathetic. We have so many classes that are pointless, and that one should be a forced thing, separate from math. It should be a forced thing. So I'm done ranting. There are a few. I am done ranting, I promise. I'm just hiding Q. They are... there are some nuanced places that do this. Yeah, I am just a fossil, it's true. Right, and that's the other problem, is that we don't have an attention span to actually learn it. That's actually a good point. But no, I think your senior year of high school, right as you're turning 18, you should have to take a personal finance course. That's my hot take. Mecca, that's fair. Upriser, that's true too. A squared plus B squared equals C squared, right? Isn't that the Pythagorean theorem? Literally, when have I ever used that? Like, well, I probably got it wrong anyway, so. Oh, man. Oh, we want Malgaban? Okay, sure. Ash? Mercy? Okay. Yeah, no, I actually saw it in Neon, and I did save it to my watch later. Thank you. You guys are so ridiculous about gambling. How are we playing with people who haven't finished placements? It's a new season. Hello? Listen, I'm not flaming anybody. I'm just trying to figure out how that happens. This is a deadly question, but do you just be taking DMs in Discord? Not always. I encourage people to do that when they have a serious question they want to ask, or like a couple of nuanced things. Yeah, I'll DM you back about it for sure once I've watched it. Last season they reset the ranks. This season it did not. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. No, get out of the way. Let me punch my trash can. Yeah, punch the trash. Yeah. Gang up on it. Yeah. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. No? Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that people Discord DM me. It's fine. I'm not always going to respond. I'm not always going to even give it a dignification of a... Well, I thought he was going to launch at me. Probably not the best thing I've ever done here. He's so low. Okay, Sojourn drops from the height. We can probably take the space here. Nope, I meant to walk into the door here. Is that Zarya? Yeah, they're immediately mirroring. Okay. Might grab the mini. Grab the mini. There's a Sombra. They hacked the mini. That's fine. Uh-oh. Oh. Don't know how to walk around a fence. Hello? Uh-oh. Oh, they're just spawn camping. Probably shouldn't have dropped here, actually, low-key. Yeah, this Sombra is just having the time of her life. Interesting. Okay, I mean, yeah, they just double ult that. That's fine. Forget that doesn't actually do anything. My fault. Okay. Okay, they got a Life Weaver. I would have probably ulted by now. I thought I was gonna get the virus there. That's why I used bubble. It's okay. Okay, he's got a mega right here. Using the bubble still too early here. Got a mini right here. I'm playing a little too aggro here, and I have no bubbles. We're going to come back. I should have baited out that ability. Okay. Thank you for your continued openness. Please rage bait these other big YouTubers more. What are you talking about? Hello? Oh, there's no audio this whole game. At least we can hear the keyboard. Oh, you guys are frying me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. That's YouTube chat ruined it, true. Darn YouTube frogs. My bad. The keyboard is the important part. I love you guys. Oh. Oh. Okay, I've got enough charge now. Now I just need to be using my bubbles as like cooldown defensive stuff. We coalesced. Oh no. Yeah, that's not a fight you try and win, Moira. We got stomped because I wasn't paying enough attention. My bubble usage was also pretty abysmal, ain't gonna lie. Good, we got her out early. Thought maybe he was gonna walk in. You're down. Kiri. I mean, he dies, but I get the charge now. I die. I die. Okay. Ain't no way. We're getting ran over because I'm not holding them back for well enough. And I think that's probably mostly because I'm using my bubbles very poorly right now.
Excellent.
Okay, they've hacked it, so I can't take it even if I really wanted to. I'm using my bubbles too early again. I knew we were... Hey, yo. How did the rest of us die there? Like, I understand why I died. I got grabbed. Bro. We have 3 ults. Please use one. He's looking for it. Oh! We didn't use Curiel! We have had it for so many fights and we didn't use it! Use it on the point! What? Oh my god! What? Holy crap, dude! I'm playing so bad, and I know I am. Please understand. Please understand. I know I'm not blaming the Kiri here. I'm just questioning why we didn't use it. Holy crap! At least I'm playing bad, trying something. Oh, it hurts so much. It hurts so much. She had that Kitsune for so long. Oh, I think the insanity is finally taken over. They only have 49 extra seconds. We can win this, and we're going to win this. I don't care. And by win, I mean I'm going to work on my target priority. We can win or lose it, and I don't care. Climbing to platform. Let's go, baby. Bro, I really need to spend time in that chat bot. I'll work on it, guys. My bad. Probably not on stream today, but try and get some early charge. Okay, we got plenty of charge. And now we need to use... prevent them from... Why are we on Zenyatta? What are we doing? They have a high output damage and okay. Okay. Kiri was dead. I should have known she was dead and that we had a Zen. That's not his fault. Okay, Markiri's dead. Racco's dead. Bye. They are down there, Kiri, now. We're up. I'm walking. Yep, we walk with Trank. Surely we walk with Trank. Yeah, God tier gameplay here. God tier gameplay, man. Okay, so target priority. That's all we're gonna work on. I don't want to queue with these guys again. They're gonna be tilted just like I am, and I don't want them in my next game. Because I'll take a minute to reset. They'll probably re-queue.
we shouldn't fight back?
I think you need to start fighting smarter.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's a rough Kiriko game, and they're gonna be frustrated in their next one. So I just don't want them on my team.
Particle cannon online. Let's run.
Yeah, it's definitely permanently a thing. If I'm just hard blaming my teammates, 100%. Yeah, but that's not what's been going on this game, obviously, and you know that. But just asking some questions here, you know. There's Sombra. They've used one bubble. Oh. Don't want them to be able to get back up here easily. Yeah, I mean, it's what it is, bro. There's only so much you can do at a certain point. There's just so much there's only so much you can do at a certain point. I mean, what's going to be great is after this week, so we'll get back into next week, right? And then beginning of season queues will be over, and I'll actually be able to be less frustrated. I'm just stubborn, Nylon. That's all. Yeah, see, I just don't agree. I just don't agree with you there. I don't know what to call you, by the way. I can't say what your name is, so. It's nuts. Thanks so much for this, the Prime sub, man. I really do appreciate it, bro. And thank you for all the follows today, guys. I really do appreciate it. Starting to get to the point where it's hard to get every single one of you thanked, but I am very, very grateful. Yeah, it's just, it's a very frustrating set of games today, for sure. For sure. Man. Well, I gotta get clips, so I can't do an off-roll game. It was a good suggestion, but I'll just take a couple minutes and breathe, and then we'll get into the next game. Because have we even won a game today? I think we've lost every game we've played. Yeah, we've played 3 games and lost all of them. Looking like we're gonna end up going at Challenger score 7. Let's go! Not 0. We're on our way, boys. I know you guys can't see it, I just realized. Oh well. Do I like the sig buffs? I think it was a good call. A little overtuned, though. Oh yeah, my pride definitely hurts, though. That's like, ultimately, that's the issue, is it's my pride. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm capable of being in Diamond. And clearly I am, that's how I got there. But like, oh, man. The pride is not something I want to hang on to. It's just, you know, walking it out, right? So one of the interesting things about when you live stream too is like people don't understand. Einstein bagels. Zero hesitation, Deedon. I think it's Einstein. Now that I think about it, Einstein Bros, maybe? I'm not too sure. Something Einstein and bagel. One of the difficulties with like being a content creator is like people will point out all of your flaws constantly, And it's really interesting because if the roles were reversed, they wouldn't want that to happen back. Appreciate it, Micah. Thank you. It's just very interesting. And I'm not talking about like the moderate backseat gaming. I think that's weird, but yeah, it could just be a challenge, man. Something that people don't talk about with this is like the challenge that comes with it. That, I mean, yeah, God, I'm blessed beyond measure. I get to play video games and earn part of my living doing so. Like, please understand, I'm not ungrateful. I just think that it's very interesting. Like, one of the biggest downsides is the amount of people on the internet who will take, like, great example, they'll take one small thing that was meant to be funny rage bait and take it seriously, and that just defines your career. Like, neglecting my kids. That's, you know, that's what people think. It's like the #1 thing I hear the most. And it's really weird because, like, obviously I don't need their justification to know that I don't neglect my children. But it's just so weird because people have held on to that. And it was clearly rage bait. It was just, and people fell for the rage bait. I'm like, oh my gosh. You opened yourself up to this type of discourse? That's what you built your channel on? Are you talking about the constructive criticism? Because a lot of people struggle to make it constructive. It's just criticism. And there is a very distinct difference in the two. Yeah, I think that that's fair too, Nylon. I think that, but it was clearly rage bait. That's my point. Like, it's not good rage bait. It's cringy, but it is rage bait. Yeah, Charlie, that's absolutely true. We were fighting a custody battle, which, by the way, fast forward to now, and his biological father and I get along. Right? So, we had that whole situation happen. There's so much, like, my character, anybody who actually knows me knows that there's no chance I'm neglecting my children. Guys, remember, I remembered the audio. Pog. But it's just weird that the internet perpetuates that.
Let ambition's flame burn.
Just ignoring it moves on? Dude, I've ignored it for so long. It has not moved on. You're kind of a lolcow. Content creators outside of Overwatch make content about you. You know what's interesting is, like, those same people couldn't make original content if they tried. You guys support them, you watch their content, you talk about them, and they get all this clout. They couldn't make original content if they tried. It's out. I should have bubbled a little later. I should have held on to self bubble there. CTV towards me. No, Diamond 2 is the peak. Where'd that Moira just go?
Let the Kitsune guide you. They have this coming, so let's give it to them.
I'm not going to elaborate on why people like these, quote, reporters are cringy. And they'll make a piece of content about this, and I don't care. Go ahead, dude. Make your content. You can't do anything original anyway. It'd be one thing if I was, like, making some horrible, egregious, like, decision. Probably need to stop bubbling the Vendetta as much. I keep bubbling. Keep bubbling. Come on, David. Focus on your bubbles. You can do that. Yeah, that was a decent bubble. Okay. Limerence, you have a good point there. I don't actually know why it banned you on there. Hold that out. I'm gonna get booped. No longer have a reason to fear getting booped. So much better. Not perfect, but so much better. And we had really solid teammates. Like, I will take an 8-4 carry over a 5-14 carry every single time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a pretty reasonable statement. I don't feel like I'm blaming anybody. I'm just saying. Holy crap. Y'all ever play wide queue with the boys? It's pretty rare that I wide queue, but I have done it before, yeah. Yeah, no, I flat said I want to make sure I'm clear. Like, I think that the team played really well. Yeah, like I want you to see that too. Like, a lot of you guys that think that I just point out the negatives, I point out when they play well, pretty consistently actually. Yeah, I'm actually really not sure which word it was, by the way, Limerence, that it grabbed you out of there for. Hey, sweetheart. That kind of day? You what? Bubba's in town. Oh.
We don't need the room.
What did you end up? No. Can it wait until after the game then? Or is it something you need right away?
It's super quick.
Okay. First Zarya band of the day, chat. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I understand what you were saying. I think I just kind of get like super locked in and forget what I'm picking and why. Background, baby. Yeah.
Why seek answers when
You parade
Yeah, true. The game loaded me up on ball like Green Goblin going, coward. Nah, you're good, Ashton. How's your Thursday? Any plans on spending your comp points? Eventually, maybe, yeah. Should pick a day and play customs with viewers. I'm not completely opposed to it, but why are you thinking that? Dude, there is a Wrecking Ball video on my YouTube channel, Dwarston. What kind of a fan are you, bro? Okay. Yeah. Good anti-nade. I was too far forward. That's awesome, Glove. Scratch the ball itch? Is that what you guys are saying, chat? So the itch won't go away, chat. You might want to get that checked. What's my Cassidy still doing over there? Good news. Fair ult scout. Surely we use an ult. Surely we copy. Surely we use Juno. Maybe don't walk that way. Maybe walk around. Getting the Juno ult if we can. Okay, bro. All right, chill. No! No, dude! Oh, that was such a good flux! Oh my gosh, dude. When's the last time I had a Dr. Pepper? For sure over a month ago. It was such a good flux too, dude. It was such a good flux, and I just got rocked, bro. Yeah, it is. It's the last match of the day. Go get your bagel. What are you doing here? Go get your bagel. Oh my gosh, what the heck? I don't have any takes on the Pope at all. I'm not Catholic, so I don't think it would be appropriate for me to speak into that. Moira! 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 Behind you! Oh my gosh! Dude! Oh my gosh! Okay. Fine. It's not fine. Holy crap, bro. I have I have to laugh or I'm gonna cry all game. Like, it's just, I don't even know what to say. I'm still going the same direction. Okay, let's try something else. Uh-oh. Okay, we got the Mercy. We have no support on their team right now. I missed everything. Where is the team? Where did we go? I swear to God. What are we doing?
Science rarely rewards overconfidence.
What are we doing? What the? What? How are we doing? 8, 5, and 7, 9, and 8, and 7, and 7. How? How are we? How? How does this keep happening? Oh my gosh. How? Literally, how? Holy crap. Oh no. Yeah, oh yeah, we're losing like crazy right now. It's beginning and end of season. Like, you can't be too surprised that the matchmaking quality is lower. But like, holy crap, bro. Today's games freaking sucked in every way. I didn't play perfectly by any means. I know my target priority is improved. It's not perfect, but it's improved. So I feel good about that. But jeez and rice, how we had a 5 and 14 Kiriko earlier. How do you go 5 and 14 on Kiri? Like, how? Unironically, how do you do that? She has two get out of jail free cards. That one's always amazing to me. And then what's even more amazing is like, so especially because I'm like hyper focused on target priority right now and trying to improve that. I'll see it when I'm like, I'm dead, right? I'm dead. I'm watching my teammates just shoot the tank. He's getting double pocketed. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is how you guys feel when I'm not doing it. So, yeah. That was not fun. I'm going to be honest with you. I had to force laughter because these games were just not enjoyable. They were not fun. I did not have fun. That was an L of the day. Holy cow. And to be clear, like I've said many times throughout the stream, because I'm sure that several people will go ahead and clip out of context the, me saying, oh my gosh, what is going on with the supports today? I did not play perfectly either. I played like trash. Several. I get it. But like, there is also a balance here where I feel like it's appropriate to be like, guys, what the what just happened? Like, you know what I mean? It absolutely does, and I can tell you why. It's a very simple, does not require a rocket scientist to understand why the matchmaking changes at the beginning and end of season. Beginning and end of season, there are additional incentives for people to play the game that haven't been playing the game. It's literally that simple. No, it's not in a vacuum. No, I understand, but like, what I'm saying is you have an influx of people who haven't played the game in forever or just really don't care all that much. And they get on and they just kind of toss. Like, and not on purpose either. They just don't know what they're doing. And how many games today, like, look back over it. How many games today do we have players? This is literally the proof right here. How many games did we have today where at least one or two of our players weren't even finished with their placements from last season? I'll wait. What's the point I'm making with that? I just think that there is an objectively worse matchmaking at beginning and end of season because there are higher incentives. This season, the incentive is to play the new hero. The end of the season? Yeah, so here's the thing. I would agree with you, but then you see what happens, right? I would agree. Like, yeah, I get what you guys are saying. Like, the defense on the other side is, okay, but if you're getting teammates like that, that means everybody's getting teammates like that. Dorston, I have no idea what I just banned you for, bro. I need to turn that thing off. It is literally just causing more problems than it is solving. Holy cow. Sorry, guys. We're gonna turn that word protection thing off. Good lord. I'll have to work on that today. Because that way we can use it appropriately. I've got it on for a reason, but we can't use it right now. No, we back to Diamond? No. We're still hanging out in Plat 1 right now. What I'm getting at is, I understand where you guys are coming from. But then, like, you see what happens, right? Like, you've seen the games. Go watch the games. It is so odd. And I'm not saying this is like, it's going to seem very narcissistic. And maybe you guys will all think that. I don't care. It seems like the games that I've gotten today all had the terrible teammates. With very few exceptions. We had a couple of teammates that I called very well. Like, said, hey, they played very well. It was great support. It was like, I don't just focus on the negatives. But it seems like there was a lot of negatives. Seems like there's a lot of negatives today. So, it is what it is. Started the stream today in Diamond 5. thinking surely it would be okay. We'd get back to Diamond 4 and learn a lot as we go. But we did learn a lot. We just went the other direction. So basically what I'm taking away from today, despite all of the losses and the absolutely horrible games that it felt like we had today, and I guess, like, the big takeaway for me is that I did get a few games where I got to practice the target priority, and I do feel like it was better. No, there's an objective way to say that they're playing bad when they're 5-14 on Curie. Respectfully, Reinhardt, come on. Work with me a little bit. Work with me a little bit. I'm talking about the ones that are playing Kiriko and going 5-14. Like, we aren't talking like, you know, some like 7-8 or something like that. Like, that's not a bad player that's having a bad game. You go 5-14 on Curie with very little damage and a whole bunch of healing. Something's wrong there. I'm sorry, I just don't agree with you. And there won't be a way that I probably will on that particular hero. Now, every game? No, probably not. But that particular one? Yeah. It's about what's within your control. The only things are your actions and thoughts. No use focusing on teammates. It helps me deal with it mentally. Because at the end of the day, this game is a team game. It is a team game. And I think you're allowed to be frustrated when your teammates seem to be completely clueless several games in a row. I think that's okay. But that's why I notice again the focusing part. See, this is really important. You expect everyone to play perfect? No. Backpedal. When did I ever say they needed to play perfect? I have zero expectations of people playing perfect, particularly in Plat Diamond. No, I don't have that expectation. My expectation is that they pull their head out. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, Austin, to be honest. I'm kind of with you. If I stay on, I'm probably going to get frustrated, say something stupid. So I'm going to get off the stream, guys. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. There's a couple of very clear things that we all need to be a bit more careful of. Because I'm seeing a lot of repeated things from other... Like, there's a... It's kind of like a... What's the word I'm looking for? An echo chamber that a lot of you guys are in. Because you're saying the same phrases, which tells me that you guys are all in the same chamber. All on the same side of the conversation. And a lot of it is just that. It's not... You're talking so much about what others are doing the whole game. Okay. You can't blame the tank healer. It wasn't their fault. You weren't doing anything. And then you look at the meters and see the heals are trash. DPS are doing more heals. Yeah, exactly. So when you say I'm not playing perfectly, but the but makes everything you say before that. Okay. It's very interesting watching some of you that watch my stream all the time turn on me the moment I disagree with you. It's not gonna make me change. It won't change my opinion. Okay? Get mad. I don't care. It's just, it's interesting. It's so interesting because, like, I see so many of you that are in my chat right now hard coming after me, but you've watched my streams for weeks and you know that I don't spend the majority of my streams blaming my teammates. You guys have seen me do VOD reviews on stream. Not today, but if you look across a week's worth of streams, you will see me do VOD reviews. No, you're good, Ripsky. You're fine. Yeah, I think that it's just cringy that some of you are here in every single stream, and then you just wait for me to say something that you completely disagree with, and then you attack me for it. There is a difference between attacking and constructive criticism. Criticism for criticism's sake is just being a prick. There's no reason for it. Constructive criticism is different. Yeah, see? And then you get these passive-aggressive... See you later, man. I don't need you in my chat anymore. If that's how you're going to handle it, see ya. Yeah, but you get, that's what's crazy, is like, you know some people are going to gaslight you no matter what, just to get your head in the face. Oh, for sure, yeah. And I ban them as quickly as I can. That's part of why I let them expose themselves for that. and I just ban them because then I can move on. There will always be another one, but then I can do the same thing with them, continue to ban, and eventually we curated a community of people that are actually providing valuable, constructive criticism that are kind to each other. That's it. It's really not complicated. I think the internet, like, and I will say this until I'm blue in the face. Some of you have not been knocked around for saying something stupid, and it shows. Maybe I'm a boomer for that. Maybe I'm born in southeastern Idaho, raised in southeastern Idaho. But seriously, some of you have not been knocked around for saying something stupid. Because all of the internet is like crazy. It's so crazy. Like, the amount of times that I go live and this kind of crap happens, it just fascinating. I don't understand why people hate watch either. It is what it is. This, what are we doing all the time? Like, my guy, like, come on, and then you get mad when we disagree with you. Like, we can't do that and talking like, no, I'm not, I don't care. You can disagree. You can disagree with me. Do it respectfully. There's a reason you're still here. You disagree with me all the time, but you do it respectfully. Generally, today you're having a weird day. But, like, and even that statement, what you just said, was not disrespectful. You were just pointing it out. How do I know what's constructive criticism? When you point out to someone, let me give you an example. I'll use my bubbles as an example. This is a good teaching moment for a few of you. I'll use my bubbles as an example. Hey man, that bubble probably wasn't great there. Okay, that's just criticism for criticism's sake. Hey man, that bubble wasn't great there because if you had it for later, this could have happened differently. There's some constructive criticism. It's, this is what you did wrong, this is why it was wrong, and this is what you could have done to be better. But yeah, welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet where people waste their time in someone's chat who's trying to do something that they enjoy, tear them apart, think there's no repercussions for it, and that's it. Not a bad suggestion, Natalie. I appreciate it. Did the Game It for Hope 2 account get banned? Yes, because they were impersonating. That's it. You've admitted in the past you ignored good advice. Why couldn't it be the case now? Of course it could be the case now. But do it constructively. And the other thing that I will say is that when it comes to receiving criticism, this is the other layer. I have no way to verify any of your ranks. I have no way to reasonably verify any of your ranks. I have no way to verify reasonably that you actually know what the hell you're talking about. And why would I just take advice from any rando in chat without knowing that? Why would I take advice from any of you without knowing that? This is pretty straightforward. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really not complicated. And I really wish people would realize that. Coach Michael, I do know this person, over on Twitch said, when I coach, I use the word and instead of but. It shows collaboration instead of ignoring the good and just pointing out the bad. Hope all is well. All is well, honestly, because I'll hop off stream. I'll go back to hanging out with my wife and children. I am super deeply fulfilled. I love creating content, and I will continue to create content. No one's going to shut me up. I'm going to keep doing it. The balance is, I'm not going to just allow some of you to continue to walk all over me. That's it. No, it wouldn't be different if they posted a screenshot of their rank in Discord, because again, I said reasonably. Now I have to go through and remember all of your ranks. No, I'm not doing that. That's why I have coaches, and I listen to their coaching rather than that. I think I actually have to add a no backseat gaming rule now. I think we're going to have to do that starting next stream. It's just like flat out we aren't doing it anymore. Because I just think that, like, there's too many people in this chat that are like Master's Peak, and they've fallen back to Plat, and they tell me they're Master, and they just keep giving me advice. Because statistically speaking, if every single person who told me I'm GM, Champ, or Master was actually those, that means that that's my entire community, is only people who are in those ranks. Exactly, Ashton. Exactly. So, respectfully, I'm going to bow. I'm going to bow out. If If you are watching this because somebody clipped it and sent you here, come watch the stream and see what it's actually like. No, I'm not gonna accept backseat gaming anymore. We're done with it. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow morning. I may or may not stream tomorrow morning. I've got a couple other things that are going on. It has nothing to do with today. But I've got a couple other things going on, so I may or may not stream in the morning. But I will let you guys know if I don't. Otherwise, look forward to that. Until then, this is Gaming for Hope. I'm signing off.